Good morning, everyone. Well, here we are. It's our last week of school together, our last chapel for 2020. And it's December, right? And we're just a few short days away for celebrating Christmas. And so let's think about what Christmas is really about. Is it about the gifts under the tree or how many presents you get? No, right? So I'm going to show you this first because we've been looking at different stories of Jesus's birthday, when the day he was born. And look what Andrew has in his hands. Who does he have? He has Jesus, right? Because Andrew is embracing how Jesus is really the true gift of Christmas. And so we have a special story we're going to share with you today. And it's called The True Night Before Christmas. So maybe if you've heard of the story The Night Before Christmas, maybe it's a tradition in your family to read that story. Well, we have a new one called The True Night Before Christmas. And it tells what Christmas is really all about. And after we hear the story together, we're going to then have our friends help us sing this beautiful song called Baby Jesus. It's a wonderful lullaby that we can sing together as our gift to Jesus. And I remember Miss Jenna teaching us this song a couple of years ago in chapel. So get your baby Jesus ready and enjoy the story called The True Night Before Christmas. And before we forget, Andrew and I just want to say Merry Christmas and we love you. God bless you. The True Night Before Christmas by Timothy Penland. 'Twas the night before Christmas, but it's not what you thought. This is not about Santa or the presents you've bought. It's about the Christ child who was born as a boy, who brought the world peace and gave our hearts joy. To Bethlehem of Judea, Mary and Joseph were sent to record there their names for Rome's government. When they got there, they found they had no place to stay, and Mary felt sure Christ would come any day. Then they came to a stable, a place they could stay, and Jesus was born right there in the hay. Mary wrapped him in clothes. That was the very first night. Then he slept in a manger. Jesus, God's light. Not too far from there, shepherds tended their sheep. There an angel appeared, and no one could sleep. Do not be afraid, the angel cried out. I have some good news. You'll like it, no doubt. A whole choir of angels all started singing. With that many voices, the hills were ringing. The men headed to town to see this new child. They found him right there, so meek and so mild. They left praising God for what they had seen and told everyone where the Christ child had been. There were also 3 wise men who wanted to see this new child from heaven come to save you and me. They had seen a great star in the dark eastern night and rode on their camels, being led by its light. They came to a city and met with the king. They thought he would help them and end their searching. He was evil and bad and no friend of what's good. He would help them find Jesus if he could. The king called all the priests. They know where he'd be. In Judea, they said, now go there and see. So the wise men left town, and the star went before, till it stopped once again at Jesus' front door. The wise men went in, gave Jesus their presents. They brought them with gold, myrrh, and precious incense. They went home a new way, because an angel had said, "The king will find Jesus. Now go where I have led." So Mary and Joseph had all these great guests who came to see Jesus, on whom God's favor rests. For he was God's gift to bring us salvation, to cleanse us from sin, and take us to heaven. This is not just a kid's tale. The facts are all true. Jesus lived on this earth, and he died just for you. Yes, Jesus came for us all, not just in a manger, but to die on a cross and save us from danger. Jesus one day would die on that rugged old cross and save us from sin, so we would not. All those who believe him, who trust in his light, know Jesus brought the true Christmas. Now to all, a good night. The end.
Baby Jesus in the manger, sweet and gentle in your slumber. Baby Jesus in the stable, born in Bethlehem this night. With your mother, tender Mary, and your father Joseph too. say